Silva, juror issues seem to pop up after trial a lot for us here on Court TV. We've seen it in the Alec Murdoch case, Reid's trial that's going to be happening again in a few months. They're going all the way to the Supreme Court there in Massachusetts because of issues with jurors. Have you experienced a post-verdict juror issue or heard of one in your practice?
Absolutely. It happens all the time, Julia. And what's interesting about it, too, is we're human beings, right? And so when we're part of a jury, all we want is to explain to others what we're doing, right, as a juror. But you can't. And I think as a human, you want to so badly. I've had jury misconduct for sure, but nothing that has turned around a verdict, because judges will say, had that behavior not happened, would that person still be convicted? We saw this in the Scott Peterson trial, and I think that juror misconduct really, to me, rose to a level that we had not seen before. There was a female juror who was actually writing a book on domestic violence and seemed to have a lot of preconceived notions about Scott Peterson. That was one of those that I thought could have gone either way, because did she taint the other jurors to believe that this man was a monster? In that case, again, the judge thought that the evidence was so overwhelming that they did not think that it was an issue that should be overturned or analyzed further. So this one, you know, I don't know. It really depends on what the jurors would say. Bringing a phone, what was the phone for? Was it for research? Was it just to say what the jury count is going to be or where the jury was leaning? There are going to be a lot of issues that the judge needs to understand, but the key is what the prosecution said. Had that phone not come into the jury room, would the verdict have been the same? And the trial judge will make, you know, in their best estimate, what they believe the jury would have done if this misconduct didn't occur. It's kind of like a scale of misconduct, right? How bad is it, and could it affect jurors' minds? That's really the easiest way to think about it.
Absolutely. The defense, they want this jury interviewed. So I want to ask you that, but I also want to show you their motion where they are asking to talk to juror number 15. We have a graphic here that's got the details on that. Now, this juror is accused of lying on a questionnaire during voir dire by failing to disclose her personal history with domestic violence and that she had a custody situation similar to the Benefield. That sounds very similar to Scott Peterson's case, yes. Silva. That was the issue of what you put on the questionnaire, what you say during voir dire, these attorneys not getting a chance to dig in. Do you think at the very least, I know in Reid's trial, the judge said no to the interview, but do you think this jury should be at least interviewed?
You know, again, coming from a criminal defense ideology, if it was my client, I absolutely would want the jury to be interviewed, because every juror brings in their experiences, and you want to make sure that you have a juror that's doesn't have a dog in the fight, right? If they were able to sway the jurors, I want to hear it. Did they ignore the evidence and just listen to a juror's story? And did that cloud what the juror thought? I would want to hear it. But again, the judge wants efficiency. They don't want to needlessly waste taxpayer dollars. They don't needlessly want this to go on and on and on. The jury had a verdict, so it's really going to be up to the judge.
Silva, thank you so much for all of your analysis this morning. Have a great rest of the day. We do have to get to a break, but we are still standing by for closing arguments in the Cadell Pietrahita trial.